Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to DadBear Downtime and a brand new series. My goodness, it's not Space Engineers. That's right. We are playing a new game. This is going to be a first play of the new game, which just came out early access on Steam. I don't know if it was today or yesterday. It may have been yesterday or the day before. The name of the game is BellWright. I discovered this game a few weeks ago, maybe as far as a month ago, when a trailer for it came up in my newsfeed, and it looked kind of interesting. So I've kind of been waiting for it to come out, and had decided I was going to get it and do a playthrough series of it. This, of course, is not what you guys are used to seeing on DadBear Downtime, which has been so far just strictly Space Engineers, and these two games couldn't be further apart. But prior to my current dedication to Space Engineers, there were a number of games that I played that are very similar to what BellWright is supposed to be. Valheim being one of those. I also played a number of different like survival type games, Stranded, Arid, a number of different games, and this one kind of incorporates survival and the RPG type thing. So I wanted to try it out, and I'm actually looking forward to a possible co-op playthrough series in the future. And right now I am just checking it out, and for full transparency, this is actually the first play of this game, because earlier today I taped about an hour of playtime, only to discover that the recording did not capture the correct resolution of the screen. So we're going to basically play, we're going to start from scratch again, and believe me when I say this, we won't have missed much, because I didn't get very far before I basically got my butt kicked repeatedly by the same wolf over and over again, because having played Space Engineers for as continuously as I have without playing any other games, I have almost completely lost the ability to quickly master combat mechanics. So you'll probably see me die a lot here too, but we are going to do this. I am playing on a keyboard. This is PC version, and we're going to go ahead and jump in and get started. As far as the intro cinematics, I will let them speak for themselves, but other than that, I will be reading any pop-up menu or anything that comes up, just in case you guys aren't able to read it. I want to make sure you know what's being said.
Isn't it funny how one small decision can have consequences that ripple through history? Or are we victims of a predetermined path? Was it chosen for you the day you visited your favorite woods on your 10th birthday? Was it destiny that the royal family were hunting there at the same time? From a tree on high, you watched as Prince Voldar and Princess Osen laughed, talked, and tracked wild animals without a care in the world. And you watched in helpless horror as a stray arrow bolted through the trees, hitting the prince in the chest like a lightning strike. Just like that, the prince was dead. And when the princess found you standing over her brother's dead body, it felt as though the gods were playing a cruel trick on you all. In the panic and confusion, you ran from the scene as fast as your legs would carry you. Fueled by rage and grief, the king demanded the head of any child who fit your description. Fearing for your life, your father asked a friend to bring you far away. Away from the king's wrath. In the middle of the night, you were taken from your home and brought away on horseback. In tears, you called out to your mother, but it was too late. Your old life was over. For years, you
I think
hid
that looks like
from
the young
royal
Boba
family,
Fett.
your resentment growing. you heard stories of your homeland. The rise and fall of a rebellion, the death of the king, and the reign of the evil Queen Osen. But on the eve of your 20th birthday, your guardian, the man who smuggled you out of Carvenia and kept you safe all these years, was brutally killed by a mysterious assassin. As he died in your arms, his hand clutched a coin with a strange sigil emblazoned upon it, a clue. Now, you have returned to your homeland for answers. Through choice or through fate, vengeance would be yours. But how will you fare in a land you no longer recognize?
All right. So this is where we start. To the left, you're going to see searching for answers. Talk to Dobrin, Yorklin, the Elder, and then Story of the Lowlands. The Lowlands are the poorest of the 5 regions and one of the oldest. Its occupants rely mainly on the agriculture for their livelihood. Due to the scourge, the people are barely producing enough to sell, let alone keep for themselves. The current controlling Lord Ashburn is cruel and likes to raise the already high taxes above what the Queen orders to give himself a generous cut. It was once a beautiful, flourishing place. Now years of hardship are starting to show throughout the village, and villages, some more than others. The Carvinian Uprising. 10 years ago, tragedy struck the kingdom of Carvinia when Prince Vulder was killed by a stray arrow while hunting with his sister Princess Osen, who pointed the blame at a young child that was in the area at the time. Fueled by his fury and grief, King Rohan ordered the execution of every child who matched the description of the one who killed his only son. In retaliation, a counter-movement was formed to protect the children of Carvinia. To ensure the safe future for the youth of their country, the rebels planned to march on the Gauntlet, Carvinia's capital, to take the king's head. However, tempted by promises of gold by the king, an unknown member of the rebellion helped set an ambush that seemingly wiped out the rebellion leaders. After the betrayal, the rebellion fell apart, and the brutal time followed as the king died and was succeeded by Queen Osen in the years following. The final death toll of the rebellion is believed in the hundreds. It's believed to be in the hundreds. There we go. All right, so we are going to do a search and gathering here around the area. Something I always do. And we'll find some objects here. Okay, we just picked up a bunch of stuff. Beetroot. We're going to eat that. Right click. We're going to eat that. Right click. That's going to give us a lot of energy. Red is our health. Green is our energy. And then we're going to examine these papers. Okay, last words. Last words of BellWright. I am the caretaker of this bell tower entrusted with its maintenance and protection. My duty is to ensure that the bell atop this tower serves its purpose to warn the people of northern descent and neighboring villages of impending danger. For years I have stood watch over this land from the heights of this tower. It has been my responsibility to keep the bell in working order, ready to ring out its warning at the first sign of trouble. But now, as I pen these words, the tower lies in ruins around me, a testament to the passage of time and the neglect of our once vigilant community. I wrote this note in the hopes that someone will stumble upon it and learn from our mistakes. Our failure to maintain this bell tower has left us vulnerable to dangers that now threaten to engulf us. I can only pray that whoever finds this note will take up the mantle of responsibility and restore this tower to its former glory. May this bell tower once again serve as a beacon of warning, guiding the people of the lowlands through the storms that lie ahead. All right. Beetroot, that's what we had there. There's more. Torn piece of paper. Okay. We're fighting to save these innocents, but it's getting harder by the day. Who could have known that the butcher, with that grim name, is someone who's got a soft spot for kids? Together, we're a makeshift family in this mess. But there's talk of a rat among us, someone leaking our next moves and maybe even leading the king's dogs to our door. Can't trust anyone these days. And then there's my own kid, always looking at me like they know something's up. Makes my skin crawl. I'm in this to protect them, but how do you shield your own from a storm like this? Every move we make feels like a gamble, but we're in too deep to turn back. Desperate times. Alright. Can't go up. So there's a small little dot that appears on the screen anytime you approach something that you can interact with. Depending on what that item is, you may or may not be able to interact with it. Some items require... Chapter 1. Herndine. Herndine is believed to be the oldest settled village in the lowlands, but conflict was sown into its very foundation. Within years of its establishment, the settlers of Herndine became divided on the growth of their village. Some wanted to expand north, while others wanted to stay closer to the valley. My grandmother told me stories about the early settlers, recalls Rosetta Amari, a 101-year-old woman who spent her entire life in Herndon. Folks here barely had enough buildings to shelter everyone, and yet they still bickered day and night about the future of the village. They decided to appoint a first elder for leadership. Those who wanted to push north sabotaged the election, and a chicken ended up as an elder. Not a figure of speech, a literal chicken. Chicken was said to be an uninspiring, indecisive leader, and a human took over the elder post a month later. Well, that sounds just honky-dory. And this is where I want to go. It's a little odd. What do we have over here? A little table and a book. Can't do anything with that book. Alright, well, let's quickly, we're going to go down here, and I'm going to go grab a couple things that I'm aware of now that are up. Flax. We are going to need flax, so we're going to grab and I'm going to grab a couple of berries. Just a couple. Because if we die, we're going to end up back here. If we die before we make our first shelter, this is where we're going to spawn. So, copper ore, we definitely want to grab that. We want to grab a stone. We're going to need a stick. Let's find something we can... Young tree, that requires a tool. There's a stone. Oh, we got a stick. Stone. Still looking for a stick. There we go, sapling. Quick craft. What do we need? Need 6 pieces of wood, 2 crude stones. Okay. This will at least give us something we can fight with. So we need 6 wood, 2 stones. Well, the stones are right here. That's 2 stones. There we go. We got 2 stones, 3 wood. We need 2 more wood. Oh, there's some more copper. Definitely taking that. Another piece of copper. Daggone, and another one. Huh. Do I have enough? We need 2 more. Get the sapling. That's the young tree. Once we make our axe, it will free up some room in our inventory. Okay. Put that on our belt. I feel like it won't be a 20 cutting, 18 blunt. I don't think we're going to need a torch right off the bat, but let me go ahead and grab. Okay, so sleeping restores your HP fully. When your companions lose a battle, they respawn but become injured for a certain amount of time. When they lose again or healing, they die forever. So we need to be wary for our poor comrades should something happen to them. This copper, I definitely want to. And if I'm right, we also want to look for 10, if I saw that right too. Anything over here? Nope. Okay. I did move my axe to... Okay. Yeah. I moved the axe to our quick slot so I can hit number 1 and that will draw it immediately. This is flax. We are going to need more of that. I'm looking for what looks like it's at 10. There we go. 10 and copper make bronze, so that is why I am trying to get the 10 that I can. But we have 3 and 3 now, if I'm correct, right? Oh, we have 4 and 3. Yeah. If I can find one more 10, we'll grab it, but I'll try to keep that even. We'll see if that's going to work. How much do I have? I got 2 flax. I want to, real quick, I want to see what it's going to cost to make the personal shack. We're going to need 10 wood and 6 flax. We should be able to find those in the area that we're that we end up building in. So let's go ahead and start head that way. I apologize. I think I forgot to start my timer. There we go. I made adjustments to the volume to try to make it easier to hear the NPCs talk. It didn't seem to improve that much, in my opinion. I've turned my overall volume up while turning ambient noise and music down. So hopefully it will be easier to hear said NPCs. And here's...
Stop wandering around.
It does sound a little better. At least to me it does.
I think we need to talk, traveler. You're a new face around here, and new faces showing up rarely ends well for this village. I have a duty to my village first and foremost. I need to know who you are and why you came here.
For those of you that don't know me, I am a hopeless paragon. It almost hurts me to do something, to be anything other than polite. Let's just say that.
Looking for answers, huh?
No harm.
In a perfect world, I could give you all the information you need and you could be on your way. but speaking openly can be a death sentence these days. As long as you're asking questions, you're putting us in danger.
Do I have permission to stay in the village for now, at least?
No, but you have my permission to build a shelter on the outskirts of the village. Come back once you're set up, and maybe you can earn your keep.
I'll do just that, and I plan to earn your trust one way or another. Okay. So now our new objectives are to build a personal shack. That's the instructions for doing that. We'll go over that. We have to build a personal shack for ourselves and then wait until tomorrow to check with Dobron to see what we can do. I think I want to kind of keep us on some open area so we can kind of see if we have any threats coming our way. And hopefully flat. Flat would be nice. Okay, we are out of the... that belongs to the nearby village. We are out of the village, though. See, that should not belong to them. See a rabbit. See a few rabbits. There we go. Flax. I think we need 6 of these, correct? Yeah. Sage. Okay. Yep, that's 6. And we need 10 wood. So let's see if we can find some sticks. There's something over here on the map. I don't know what it is, but hopefully we'll take a berry. Probably I wish I hadn't done that. Wood. Okay, that requires a tool. We have a tool. But if I can find deadfall like this, that works just as well for me. Can't do anything with a stump. I do want to find out what this is supposed to be. So there's a symbol on the map here. I don't know what. Okay, we're back in town. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what I was thinking. Jeez. Let's go ahead and get moving. Like I said, I think I want to kind of stick over in this open area. Ooh, look at that deer. That is a big one. Big deer. Are we full yet? I got one more. Okay. We are... Yep, he saw us. Okay, he took off. It's not terrible. Take a look at our map. Still kind of far away. Pets down. I don't want to be too far away because I want to be able to get back there relatively quickly. It's this way. Oh, there's another deer. That's an elk. That might be an elk. You know, we're going to get right here. We're going to get right here in the valley. I think this will be a good place for us. We're in the open. We can see if things are coming. We're not too far away. Do you guys see those birds circling over there? I want to see something real quick. I don't know if they're that far, but it's in that direction. So, okay. Alright, so let's build B button. We're going to build personal shack. And use your middle mouse to rotate. Go right there. Okay, and then we're going to start. So this right here is where you can like pre-stage the materials. Now, we still need to get one more stick, so let's we need to find it. We are going to need a stone. Not so much for the... give me a berry. We're going to need some food here in a little bit anyway. That's too big. No stone. Need a stick. Stick, stick, stick. These all stones. Oh, hemp. I'm guessing that will be helpful in the future. Sticks. Come on. Need a stick. There we go, deadfall. Alright. So we're going to put... So we're putting this here. But basically what that does is that allows us to come here and we can just left click. 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now this seems a little unnecessary, I'm going to admit. But it is what it is. There we go. Now we have a personal shack. Provides a place to sleep along with private chest, so we can put some loot in here. Food does spoil in this game, so we do have to be wary of that. Meaning, and this I want to say is your spoil meter. So eat the old stuff first. And I don't know. Okay. See what we got here. We're going to go ahead and drop the copper and the tin off. A couple stones and the hemp. Dang it, didn't mean to do that. Strong fibers can be used to make rope, so that might be good. Can't be planted on a farm. We haven't picked up any seeds yet, but that is a possibility. We've unlocked a technology tier. I don't know what that means. Let's see. Is that what this is? Nope. Army. Nope, nope, nope. Technology tier. Okay, from this we can make a campfire. We can also make a research desk. Okay. Next is a logging camp and a housing tent. Okay, so we probably need to make a campfire. What do we need to make a campfire? And then probably need to look at making a research desk. Okay. Let's see. It is nighttime. It is 10:18, so we should probably get some sleep here soon. But let's go ahead and get. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. Fire, camp chest. That's good. Outhouse, personal shack, housing tent, simple workbench. Well, campfire I think is the next thing we want to do. We're going to need 5 wood and 3 stone. Well, we picked up a couple stone already, so that's good. We're going to rotate this like this a little better than the other way. Let's see. Let's kind of line it up with our place, because there we go. And this is going to work the same way. So we'll go ahead and grab the stone that we got. That's 10. And we can add that. If you come over here, we can add the crude stone by just left clicking. So we need 5 wood and 1 more stone. Well, we know there's stone over here because we saw it. I'm also going to grab a piece of flax there since it's nearby. Mushroom, very nice. Stone. Stone. I only need 1 more of those. So this is a young tree. I don't know if I'd really prefer to find deadfall right now, but that's just me. Stump. Bush. I'm not going to needlessly harvest these two either, just because they'll spoil. Oh, we got more mushrooms, though. We're definitely going to harvest some mushrooms. Nope. Nope, need a tree. Come on, let's see if we can find... There we go, sticks. We need 5 of these, if I'm correct, right? It's 3, 4, 5. And then we'll probably need some for firewood. So let's grab what we can. Yeah, we'll take the sapling. Okay. I'm actually going to grab as much wood as I can, just because I have a feeling this is probably what we're going to need more than most anything else. A little bit of flax. Should be another stick. There we go. Tree. Okay. And stick. See what we got space-wise. I can get 5 more. So let's go ahead and grab 5 more. It's flax. I actually want to look at something real quick. What does a housing tent cost? Hey, 6 flax. What is that? Logs. Oh, wow. Okay. What about a research desk? Logs. Chest. And an outhouse. Logs. Okay. that will be next. And I am getting more flax. Alright, flax, flax, flax. Oh, we got flax seeds. Nice. And we're out of room. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and place the rest of the items in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And now we can go around and do the running bit here. All right. And let's see. Okay. Oh. Well, why don't we put... We're going to put 2 wood on there, and then let's add a mushroom. I think I got more than that. Yeah. You can cook 4 mushrooms. Oh, okay. So they're on a little, like a timer thing there. Let's, real quick, we're going to throw some of this stuff in there. We're definitely going to put our seeds. The mushroom... Okay, we'll leave that there. Yeah, we'll put that in. We'll put some of this wood. And then we're going to need to figure out, let's see, how long do those have? Okay, we're getting close. Where would we want to put... I want to see if we can go ahead and start placing some of this other stuff. What does a simple workbench do? Armor, tools, weapons, refined materials. Is this crude stone? Flax? That? Oh, well, we're making that. That's ridiculous. That's coming now. Well, we can at least get it set up. You know what I mean? So, let's put that right there. So we need wood, we need flax, and we need stone. Okay. Cool. Let's see how our mushrooms are doing. Aha! We're going to take our mushrooms. We got to get them before they burn. And then we'll see how long these should last longer. They should have a long lifespan. 4 hours. Okay. And we're going to eat a blueberry and a mushroom, and that should set us up pretty well. And we'll finish getting the rest of this. Now we're going to get that last mushroom out and cook it. Can't put that there. Need 1 wood. There. I think we need 3 of these, and that's 10. That's not crude stone. Okay. Let me put that. Adding a mushroom. I need stone. Alright, let's go grab some more stone real quick. Where was the stone? Stone. Rocks. We need rocks. Where were the rocks? Berry bush. Stump. Find the stones. There we go. Okay, 3? It was 3. Yeah, I think that was it. That'll be good. If we get this, this looks like this is going to be a strong start. So, okay. So now we go here, and we start building. It's like, how quickly can you click? Hey, that's awesome. What can we do here? Simple axe, torch, primitive club. We got those already. Select a recipe. Available. All. Oh, we can repair. Nice. Okay. Okay, good. That's good. Alright. Let's, oh man. We gotta add a piece of wood. We almost got our mushroom done there. Give me one piece. Ran out of fire. There we go. That should get him done. There we go. And we'll put him in there. No, that one needs to go in there. And we need that one. That one and that one. And it's time to sleep. "5 days until winter." Okay. And it's raining. Yeah, we got a shelter. Alright. Allows you to see. Okay, so we got the simple work. Yeah. Campfire. Mushroom. Roasted mushroom. Much tastier than raw. Good. Simple workbench. Allows you and your settlers to craft all the armor, tools, weapons, refinements that are critical for the success of your settlement. Okay. Let's get back up here. See if we can find. That's flax. Can't tell if that's cow. Yeah, looks like cow. Okay. Nope, can't interact with the cow. Alright. Where were those birds? Just saw those birds flying. Anytime I see those birds, it looks like they're like scavengers circling above something. Then, to me, seems like something of interest. So.
Stop wandering around. You again.
Alright, give me a chance to earn your trust. If I fail, I'll leave you alone.
I'll tell you what. We actually have one problem you can try to resolve. If you're willing, of course.
Go ahead. What is it?
Around here, especially close to the mountains. If we want to keep ourselves warm, we need fur for it, rabbit or wolf pelts, but you see our hunter. Well, we got into a little discussion about how things should work in the village regarding payment.
And I'm guessing you couldn't agree on that little issue.
He doesn't want to work with us anymore, but Herndeen mostly depends on him to provide. I want you to convince him to deliver traps. If you can bring us rabbit fur too, that would be very much appreciated. But we can't expect you to do that every day. We want to be self-sufficient with our fur trapping. So the priority is the traps, and the rabbit fur would be a bonus. Take care of that, and then I will consider your request.
I'll see what I can do. Where can I find this hunter?
Go speak with Amelie. She's a bit of a troublemaker, but her heart's in the right place, or so I have to tell myself. She has a good relationship with everyone in the village, and knows nearly everything that goes on around here. If anyone can point you in the right direction,
keep going.
It's her.
Well, that's what I'll do then. Okay, what do we have here? F. Story of the... I've already seen this. What did I just miss? last word, solstice. There we go. Denizens of the lowlands, grand solstice draws nigh, and with it the esteemed Lord Ashburn extends a heartfelt invitation to a celebration of momentous proportions. Distinguished guests from the furthest regions of Carvinia shall grace our beloved lands, gathered under the watchful eyes of our noble Lord. In anticipation of this auspicious occasion, a decree resonates from the very heart of Ashburn. Let cleanliness be your guiding virtue. May thine homes gleam with pristine splendor, villages sparkle like the stars in the night, and thyself be cleansed with the utmost diligence. Pray, keep thy animal at a distance, ensuring the festivities unfold without disruption. Be forewarned, for those who neglect these solemn instructions shall face dire consequences. In his wisdom, Lord Ashburn hath decreed that only those who uphold the sanctity of cleanliness shall partake in the joyous revelry. Those who dare to transgress shall bear the weight of punishment, serving as a solemn reminder that in Ashburn, order and decorum reign supreme.
Don't try anything stupid.
As the grand solstice casts its radiant glow upon the land, let Ashburn stand as a beacon of grace and distinction in the eyes of all who gather from across the realm. May the festivities be blessed, and the spirit of unity prevail in our cherished home. Signed, Lieutenant Berthold Kug. Okay. Let's see. Threat and heroism. Let us see. Denizens of the lowlands, with great pride and admiration we declare that the once menacing specter of banditry has been vanquished from our lands, thanks to the resolute efforts of our noble Lord Ashburn. By the royal decree of Queen Osine, Lord Ashburn took up the mantle of protector, leading our brave forces against the marauding bandits that once plagued our kingdom. Through strategic brilliance and unyielding courage, these outlaws have been scattered to the winds, and their threat extinguished like a flickering flame. Signed, the Council of Great Lord Ashburn. I'm kind of having fun with this again. To all taxpayers of the lowlands, Lord Ashburn, in his noble wisdom, calls for a modest increase in contributions to the community. Fear not, for these coins shall blossom into citadels, walls, and bridges, fortifying our realm against adversity. Rejoice as prosperity dawns under the benevolent gaze of the Lord of the Lowlands. Signed, the Council of the Great Lord Ashburn. Bradford election is close. People of the Lowlands, it is with great import that we announce the upcoming election for the position of our esteemed elder in the village Bradford. One of the candidates for this vital role is none other than our current elder, Patrick Sten, who is known for his courage and wisdom, vying for your vote against his electoral opposition. Candidates, express your noble intentions at the village square and the heart of our community. Your voices will be heard when the time is right. This pivotal decision will carve the destiny of our beloved Bradford. Spread this message across the lowlands. Let every villager know about it in unity. The Council of the Great Lord Ashburn, ruler of the lowlands. Denizens of the lowlands, your lord, Lord Ashburn, has decreed rewards for those who expose collaborators against our realm. Should you uncover treacherous plots, a bounty of riches, gold, silver, gems, and fertile lands await your loyal hands. Stay vigilant, for the Lord's favor graces those who protect our land from the shadowy threat of betrayal. As the sun of gratitude rises, it bathes most warmly those who, with steadfast loyalty, shield Ashburn from within. Signed, Lieutenant Berthold Kug. Where's wolves? It went away. There was a thing for wolves and it went away. Okay. Why does he have a question mark above his head?
Keep going.
If.
Greetings.
Alright. Sorry for the dramatic reading there. Just thought I'd have fun with it.
Hungry and down on luck, a coin would mean the world.
If I had one, bud. Who do we got over here? Over here. Following our little exclamation point on our mini map. Thug.
Keep going.
Oh, I shall. I shall indeed. Did I totally miss this person? They keep moving. They're moving. Great. Awesome. Where goes she? There she is. If.
Greetings, newcomer. Say, have we met before? Your face is awfully familiar.
You have to be Amelie. Elder told me you know where I can find Hunter Lubomir. Lubomir.
I am. What
Sorry.
can I do for you?
Lubomir. Do you know him?
Unfortunately,
I need to find him.
he's in the forest, just up the hill, not far from the village. Perhaps bring a book so you have something to do while he rants at you.
Thanks. I think.
Seeking something specific? Just ask. I might have.
I have to eat this berry before it spoils. And I will eat this mushroom before it spoils. Sorry for the sniffles, guys. Still getting over a cold. Oh, ran out of energy. Ran too long. Where is this dude? Alright. Keep an eye out for anything interesting here in the woods. Try to keep track of where all the neat stuff is, even though we don't pick it up at the time. Lubomir. It's a funny name. Not funny, like haha funny, just interesting name. Ooh, that looks like, is that stone? Stone, okay. Oh, a deer sees us. Huh. This must be Lubomir.
What are you looking for? It's dangerous to wander around the woods alone. Haven't you heard about wolves or bandits lurking in this area? You don't look like the hunting type, so what are you doing here?
Elder Dobron sent me. He asked for traps. If you have them, the people of Harndon need them. Wolves and bandits lurking in there. Are the bandits riding on the wolves or something? Okay. That was silly.
Where's the people in Herndine? Of course, now they need me. I'm not going to work with them. Torbron has no respect for my craft. He doesn't value everything I've contributed to that damned village. And until he does, they can fend for themselves.
Can you help me at least? I need to build trust with the Elder. Nobody in the village even wants to talk to me. Or if you're worried about my well-being, then you should help me. I need traps and rabbit fur.
You're asking for help, but you don't know a thing about me or what I went through. I used to be a respected member of the community. I even could have been an elder if I wanted. But they degraded me because I refused to be a slave to Ashbourne's puppets. So I left. I still tried to contribute from a distance, providing them with fur, food, and creating traps for the sake of the village. But they wanted more. When I asked for better pay, the elder said no and actually warned me not to ask again. At one point, he said he'd speak to the brigands about my behavior.
I don't want to defend anyone, but it seems like Harding isn't wealthy enough to pay you. Or that does sound rough. Not really sure. I'm gonna go with that one.
people of Herndeen don't agree with you. That's why I want to leave that life behind. Let's make an arrangement. You need traps, and I can teach you how to make them so you can catch smaller animals. You look like someone who can get things done. I don't know why, but I feel like you have a lot going on inside your head. I'm willing to join you if you provide me with shelter and food. Together, we can make each other's lives easier in this land. So, can we cooperate?
I think it's possible. Very cool. We need to build a housing tent now. It's a place for Lubomir to sleep. And where is our... Oh, we're not far away. Sweet. Temp, hemp, sage. Okay. Alright. Well then, let's get going. We're going to need more wood, aren't we? I hope I can go down this hillside. Would not be cool to find out I can't. Dead wood. Stick. Stick. I'm never going to need the sticks, so it's like, might as well go and grab them. Stick. Won't let me eat the mushroom yet. Okay. So we're gonna need a log. I take it we're gonna have to cut down a tree for that. I don't know what size tree we're gonna have to cut down for that. God, that deer. That's a big deer over there. There's a rabbit. Let's see. Need a housing tent. Let's put that over here. What do you think? You know, kind of facing the fire, you know. Yeah, that works. Alright. And there's the... Okay. Let's put this stuff over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Okay. We need flax, wood, and logs. Gonna need to plant flax seed. Oh. Really hope we don't. So I can't. I need to finish these. Need more flax. Purple. We'll look for purple. That's sage. Flax. 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 Okay. We need wood. And we need log. Where do we get log? Softwood trees, pine and oak. Oak is not a softwood tree, that is for sure. Nice. It's one log. inventory's full. Log is right there. Okay. I'm going to come back and get that log in just a minute. Put my axe up. Okay, so that's ready. Let's come back and get this log. Okay. Because I know we're going to need another one for something else. The research table? I think that's what they said it was. It won't fit in here. Will it fit in there? No, it won't. Okay. Makes no sense. Ugh. Okay. It's going to take up a lot of space. Alright, housing tent. Let's build. Alright. Can I fit anything in there? Yes, I can. Housing tent. There we go. Alright, yay. I'm going to eat this. So I guess I need to let him know. Alright. Well, we've got less than a minute left. So guys, we are going to call this a session. We didn't have to fight anybody, which is good. We did much better this time than the initial bad recording. So, I don't know what you guys think. So far, I'm definitely okay with this. Seems nice. And we're going to keep trying this out. And like I said, hopefully I plan to have a co-op playthrough with this coming up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. I hope you enjoy it. Check out our series. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when we got new stuff coming out, and then share it. If you know somebody that might like videos like this, or videos about space engineers, share them. But I appreciate your visit either way. Thank you so much for coming by. You guys, I hope you enjoyed it. We will continue next time. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And always, always be safe. And I will see you on the other side. But until then, I should go.